Got my coffee.
Here we go. Week 11. Or it's not really week 11. It's like maybe like week 13. We took a couple weeks off, but episode 11. BZArre, Black Hack 2K, and our friend down here, BZArre. I like to call him Wichita still.
Same. He's still on my phone as Wichita.
AKA Bryce. How's it going, Bryce?
That's going good. It's going good. Happy to be here. I'm honored you guys asked me.
Dude,
How's
he's
that- how's
rocking the
everything
Tim.
been
He's
going?
rocking the Tim the Tat Man shirt right now.
Oh yeah,
love
gotta
it.
represent. Gotta represent.
I like that. What does it say? Does it say Champ Tim?
Yeah, well, it's
champion.
It was his limited release champion merch. Him and Dr. Lupo partnered with the champion to put out limited merch for the last TwitchCon that there was in 2019. And he re-released the stuff that didn't sell, or they re-released it. It was so popular, and they really re-released it for a day, and I snatched it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know when that stuff happens.
Yeah, kind of
I don't
like.
even remember
Listen,
how I found out about it.
Don't let Chris bully you into telling you to tell him when things are happening, okay?
I don't follow that stuff very
He's the guy that, sneaks his XP away and doesn't tell you, okay?
The only reason I found out about it, I think, is because I was watching the stream when he announced it. Because it was one of those, like, hush, hush, you have to be in stream to know about it. Hey, go to the website right now, hurry. And it was gone.
Nice.
I was on the website when they went live, and it went.
Didn't you you got a Dr. Lupo one too, right?
I did. I got the
Nice.
Dr. Lupo. It's black with the big D. So you just rub Dr. Lupo's D for good luck.
That's what I was about to say. Just rub that D.
Just rub the D.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, Bryce. Well, what we've been doing is we've been just doing like a quick little guest intro of who you are, give people who you are before we kind of jump into it.
Okay. My name is Bryce, known as BZArre on Twitch. I've been streaming a little over a year. I think I'm coming up here pretty close on my 1-year affiliate. Started watching Twitch. This is a story I enjoy telling about how I got on Twitch and how I even started, how I knew what Twitch was. So I played sports all through high school. Didn't do a ton of gaming. Did a little bit, the jock gaming. I would play the sports games. I'd play Call of Duty. I was a typical jock. Didn't play WoW. Didn't play those other games. Thought they were weird.
Same.
When I first heard about people watching YouTube videos of people playing video games, I was like, who does that? Like, just play the video game. Why would you want to watch someone play a video game? Like, there's nothing more boring than when your friend only has one controller and he's playing the video game and you have to watch him. There's nothing more boring than that.
Yeah,
I hated it.
true.
And so I was like, there's no way this is fun. Well, I started working for a CPA firm. And during that time, we were allowed to like listen to stuff while we were working or whatever. And I don't know how it happened, but I stumbled across this guy, and some of the older your older viewers might know this name, but he is an OG YouTube guy. Frankie. What was his name? It was oh my goodness, why am I blanking on his name? It was Frankie 1080p on PC or something like that.
Is that Frankie P we all know now?
No. So Frankie used to make YouTube videos of DayZ and Arma 3 and Arma 3 mods. So that was his thing. He's an English guy while he was going to school to become a lawyer. And I watched all of his videos, and he had hundreds, and he really didn't upload much when I found him. And when I finally got through almost all of his videos, the YouTube algorithm was like, oh, this kid loves watching people play video games. So they threw this video at me after a video in autoplay. This guy named Ninja. He was playing Fortnite, and I hated Fortnite. I played it a couple times. I get like redeployed, boxed in, double trapped, one pumped every time I played. I'd just be along, no idea, minding my own business, dead, instant. So I hated that game. I buy the battle pass every single year or every single season and say like, oh yeah, this is the season. I'm gonna learn this stupid game. Play one game, done. Nope, back to COD. And I started watching, and Ninja was hyper, and it was funny, and he was making jokes and memeing, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty funny. And at the end, it plugged his Twitch. I was like, Twitch, what is that? And I went on Twitch and made an account, and started following one guy, Ninja. He's the only guy I knew. No idea who else was. Happened to be Ninja was on the front page that day too, streaming to like 100,000 people. And I was like, this is insanity. He has more people than your average sporting event watching him play this game on like a Wednesday morning. It was like 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. 100,000 people.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. Turns
That's
out
a
it was
Twitch.
Yeah, it was awesome. Turns out it was a charity stream. And it was those charity blocks where they used to do like you'd block off 4 hours or 2 hours, whatever one guy would play, and then you pass on to the next guy, and it was all for the same charity. Well, he does his block, and I'm dying because he's doing drop your weapons for however much money, or you have to play a game with all grays if you donate. It was so funny to me. I was like, man, this is incredible. And then the guy that came after him was Dr. Lupo. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's even funnier. This guy's, he's not as loud, but man, he's smart and he's funny. And I don't even remember who was after that, but I just watched that all day, that entire charity stream, and was just, I was enthralled. And I was like, this is great. Had an Amazon Prime account from my college days. Used it on Ninja because that's what everyone did back then. And watched him. Next day I come back and he's just playing normal squads. And in his squad is this guy named Tim the Tatman and Courage JD and Dr. Lupo. And I haven't laughed harder than when I watched those guys play, because they were ragging on each other the whole time, having so much fun, just memeing. Ninja would die and freak out. Everyone else would laugh at him. Courage was talking shit left and right, you know, just ragging on everybody. Tim was dying to fall damage. Lupo was just making 500-meter snipes across the map. So I followed Tim and I followed Courage, and I'd already followed Dr. Lupo. And a few months later, I get to where I'm watching Tim pretty much every day. He was really funny, and I really related with him, and really enjoyed watching him. And he was the first guy I ever paid to sub to. I paid to sub to him 32 months ago now, was my first paid sub, and I still sub to him every month. And I bought a lot of his merch, and I donate. I save up money every throughout the year to donate fairly heavily to Dr. Lupo's St. Jude charity. I love that he does that. I mean, that's something that I love about Twitch, is once I saw Lupo do that, and then I saw how many streamers do that every day. They're doing charity streams and raising millions of dollars every year. I mean, Lupo raises like $2 million every year now for St. Jude, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, a couple episodes ago, these lazy boys, he said that's primarily all he does on Twitch, right? So if you catch him, he plays with his son, but that's what they do. They
awesome.
Stream to donate to charities.
That is awesome. And I think that is such an important part of Twitch and the Twitch community. And I watched them for so long, and I didn't have a PC, and back then I didn't really think about streaming, and I didn't think, oh, I'm not really entertaining. I'm certainly not good at the game. No one's going to want to watch me regardless. Excuse me. But the more I watched, especially Tim, and like I said, I related to him so much because he wasn't great at the game, but he was pretty quick on his feet, and he kind of was self-deprecating, and that's what made him funny. And
I love it.
Oh, did he just? Did you get to see earlier? You said you were watching him. He fucking died to a guy hiding in a bush. Did you see that earlier?
Yeah, I did. He was
Oh
just
my God,
he
he
went
was
to go drink
he
that
was
big
just
pot. The guy got right behind him, just out of nowhere.
and he was just dying, and
So
they're like
good.
shitting on him. You know, Nick and Pete,
Yeah, it
Cypher are
was
like,
so good.
"You
It
just
was so
died to a
good.
guy in a bush," and he's like,
Yeah.
"Listen, you don't understand what
That's
happened."
not fair. Yeah, it's just like out of nowhere. Cypher had been shooting from that exact same spot for like 5 minutes. The guy didn't come out until it
Oh,
was
that guy
Tim. That's
was
just
me.
typical
Okay,
Tim.
that guy was me sitting there like, yep, he doesn't know I'm here. Doesn't know I'm
Yeah.
here. Okay, his friend left. Now I'm gonna kill him.
Yep. So funny. And I, like I said, I related with Tim so much just because he came from a professional background. He started fairly late anymore when it comes to streaming, and he worked full time and streamed part time until he grew up enough following to be able to do it full time. And I thought, you know what? Noah, and this isn't meant to be a ragged team, even though it kind of is. I thought if Tim can do it, I can do it. You know, yes, he is very funny and has honed his skill and is very outgoing and a very much a people person. But that's something where the biggest barrier to entry for me was time. Like, how do I work a job that is requiring me to work 50 to 60 hours a week and stream on top of that? Like, there's just no time. So I went
That's
through. I
everything.
knew that. Yeah, I knew that NZXT sponsored both him and Lupo. So I was like, I'm in getting an NZXT if I get a PC, no question. Like, I'm going through them because they sponsor two of my favorite streamers. Went through them, got their little starter PC. It was like $1,000, saved up and got that. My buddy Dragon's Afro had a
Yeah.
PC at the time, and we were kind of talking back and forth about gaming. And us and a whole group of friends of ours had gotten which the COD before. Oh my god, I don't even remember what COD it was, but we had gotten it. It might have actually been Modern Warfare 2. Now that I think about it, but we bought Modern Warfare 2 and we're playing that on PlayStation for a long time, and we got PCs and started playing together. Also, the dumbest thing I ever did. I bought Modern Warfare for my PlayStation a month before I bought my PC. So I had to buy the game again for my PC. So that was smart
Yeah.
on
That's
my
the way to
part.
go, though. Someone we know just went to PC, and he's like, I have all this on my Xbox, and now I
Mhm.
can't play it on my PC.
Yep. Yeah. So that was fun. That was a fun thing. Buy $1,000 PC and then have to pay another
Rebuy
60
all
bucks
your
for a
games.
game. So
I haven't done that. If I have it on PS4, I play it on PS4. The nice thing about
yeah,
Warzone
I
is you can play it,
probably
on
should have.
both. But, I played, what was it? Whatever's before Cold War. I don't remember if it was a Black Ops
That
or
was Modern
whatever.
Warfare. That was the
The
Modern Warfare that
the
Warzone
recent
came out
one.
of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I played that one, right? I played that one on PS4. But when Cold War came out, I texted all my buddies who all have PS4s and are getting PS5s. I'm like, will you play Cold War with me if I get it on my PC? Because I don't see the point in buying it for my PS4 when I load up
Mhm.
my PC every day. They said yeah, and we did for a while, but then when they got back into Warzone, they won't play Warzone with me, so I play it on PS4. But luckily that one, plays on both.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's good cross platform.
at this point, I pretty much buy all my games that can come on PC on my PC. Like I bought that PGA Tour because I knew I was only good, or PGA 2K21
Mhm.
was going to be the only one having it, so I might as well get it on PC in case I can
Yeah.
convince some people for it.
Yeah, I've
Which
been
we
waiting
did
for
a
that
couple
price
weeks
to go
ago.
down.
It was $30. Black bought it a couple weeks ago.
What?
I didn't see it at 30. Last I looked, it was still
PGA
60.
2K21. We were playing.
I bought that off Fanatical.
Black was getting a little too tipsy a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god, I got
And you
Eh,
drunkenly talked him into
No, no,
getting
me
the
see if
game.
it's still
no,
that
no, no,
cheap.
no. I asked him if he wanted to join me in Nice Guy Gaming because we were going to play around after the Dadcast, and so he
Mhm.
bought it, and Vibe bought it. And we played, around, and it was fun. It was a good time. It's actually
It's fun.
it is a good game. Me and Dustin have played a couple rounds now ourselves. It's a good game to play with a buddy, and just bullshit. You can
100%.
you could definitely just do the first round we played was like speed round. It was basically you didn't watch anybody's shots. You were all hitting at the same time. The second time we played, it was like you were watching everybody's shot, so you could mess with them as they're hitting, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, and then now they came out with some game mode where it's called Divot Derby, I think, where it's like it's actually speed. You can play online. It's like an online competitive, like play as fast as you can to get the lowest score, and you get knocked out as you go. It's kind of like a, you could say like a battle royale type of deal, but
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's interesting. That's an interesting game mode. Yeah,
keep an eye out for when it goes down, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna smash
Nice
it
Guy
up.
Gaming and I have been kind of scheduling. We play at least one round every Saturday. It's his last day off before he goes back to work on Sunday. So it's like, let's just get a round in, and then we go play something else or part ways, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's a fun game just to come in and chill, play for an hour or whatever, and then do something else.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
it's
wind
fun,
down.
but it's definitely. I mean, it's mellow. It's completely mellow. It's not like all these other games you're playing that are so competitive. It's relaxing.
100%. 100%.
Black, what were we playing on? We were playing like on legendary mode. You were tipsy and you're like, let's just play on legendary. And literally it didn't show you anything. You couldn't see where your ball was gonna go. You couldn't see like where, like, so you just hit and hope that it's gonna go in the right direction, that it's not gonna go in the water.
Shot, it was my one and only best shot.
Yeah, after that you were just shitting the bed. Like
That's what me and my buddies used to do that. When they'd come over after a few, after the game or whatever, we were watching the fight or whatever. That's when we'd fire up the PlayStation and get on that. And 2 or 3 more beers after a round or two, that's when somebody would be like, "Let's play it on the hardest mode and we'll figure it out." And we're shooting like 120, trying to figure it out, and everyone's getting mad and can't putt, you can't do anything because it's so stinking hard.
it is. So when they take those lines away, it is so difficult.
Oh yeah, it is hard. I got pretty good at the last one that Tiger was on. I got really good at that one where I could play that one on legendary and play pretty close to par, which for me was really, really good.
Oh, and legendary,
you play it off legendary and you can do all the junk in the air with the ball and you shoot,
I don't know if they do that anymore. The spin, like I don't. Tiger games you used to be able to spin, but I don't think anymore you can.
Yeah, you have to control the spin with your shot now.
Yeah. Well, that was a great intro, right, for how you got on Twitch and whatnot. I always keep checking. When are you streaming these days? Like, or have you still not found a game that you're interested in? You got other things going on?
No, so around the first of the year, we had a huge project at work. We were completely shifting our entire accounting to a new software. So we had to move it in all over. And that was taking the majority of my life. I was working 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day.
Damn.
Every single day, just no breaks. And it was stressful. It wasn't just work, it was stressful work.
Sure.
And then I started working from home.
Take it out of you.
Trying to stream on top of that. And it just got to the point where when I would play, especially alone, it was not fun. It was a chore. It was, I got done with work at 7 o'clock or whatever after, starting work at 7. I had to go to the gym at some point because the gym is my stress release. So I'd go to the gym for an hour. I wouldn't get home till 8:30. Hadn't eaten dinner, eat dinner. And I'm like, I got to get on and stream until at least midnight, which means I'm not getting to bed until 1 or 2. And I got to be back up at 7 or 6:30, so it kind of burnt me out. And there wasn't a game where it was exciting to play, especially alone. Like I always love playing games with my friends. Like, always have a ton of fun with that. I don't care what we're playing. It's a ton of fun. But a lot of the time, when you're streaming, you have to play solo. People aren't on, people's part of it was like Black. I used to play with Black almost every single day. Well, his situation changed. So his schedule changed. He's not on at 8 o'clock anymore most of the time. 8 o'clock, he's off. Well, that's usually when I'm starting stream.
Same.
And and I found like Crochet Callie. I found her and was playing with her quite a bit, but all she plays is multiplayer.
She plays
You know, and
Nuketown.
she just plays
She
that.
plays
Oh, and
Nuketown
and
like on
you
and
know,
on and on. I'm like, oh
God
my
bless
god,
her.
I don't
She
know how
can
people
play
do
that
that.
every day, and I don't know either. I could play. I stuck out for a good 3 months on that game, and I think that's really really good.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where, man, I can't do it. And
So I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with multiplayer with my buddies when we're playing, and you know, every COD it's the same way, right? It's we make it a few good months, and then it's
Mhm.
like, okay, next season or you know next year let's get it again and do it again. But we only play now. There were years then we played longer than that, almost the whole year before the new one came out. It just depended on which Call of Duty, like the Modern Warfare 2. Like the one from 2000, I don't even know, 5, whatever year that came out, 2010.
Mhm.
That one, it was around that time. It was probably a little earlier. Anyway, that one we would play the whole year, right? Now I find myself playing that multiplayer after playing Fortnite for so long now and like really enjoying the battle royale aspect of it. I only get the same excitement in search and destroy multiplayer. I don't have any enjoyment out of like team death because it's like, yeah, I went 12 and 10. I went 15 and 9. I went 12 that's 9 and 12, right? Or whatever. Sometimes I'm like always around 1. I'm having kills, I have good games. We win most of them, but it's like there's no pressure, right? It's just like whatever. When you play search and destroy, it's like you get 1 life. You have to have some type of strategy. Your buddies don't always win their gunfight, so now it's like you versus a couple or something. It like brings that pressure back, which helps.
Oh
But
yeah, 100%. I mean,
but I can't do
when you
that
think,
forever, right? That game mode gets boring to me. It gets stale.
yeah, I mean, it's games pre Fortnite and post Fortnite. You know,
Yeah.
pre Fortnite, all we had was that multiplayer.
Right.
We had a Halo multiplayer, we had Call of Duty multiplayer, we had Gears of War multiplayer. There wasn't that battle royale.
Yeah.
There was, there was the DayZ
The
mod, and then
PUBG.
there was PUBG, and then there was um H1Z1,
Yeah.
which was the DayZ Arma 3 mod. But those weren't games you could play on a console. Like eventually you could play PUBG on Xbox, but that was after Fortnite.
Yeah. They brought
So
H1Z1 to PS4 too. It was free. I got it at one point, but I never played it. I never loaded it
no,
up.
they weren't great games. They were real glitchy. Even on a PC, they were super glitchy.
PUBG was crap.
Yeah, it was just they weren't as much fun. They weren't made as well. The graphics were terrible. So it wasn't as much fun to play. And then Fortnite comes around and makes the
A
battle royale
cartoon.
fun.
It makes a cartoon.
Yeah. And then it gets to the point where, oh my goodness, not every engagement is different. I don't know, it gets to be where you don't have that same attention span that you used to have, where you could play 6 hours straight of multiplayer on Call of Duty. And it was fun. And you didn't think about it.
I would play a 6-hour round of Zombies Kino Deterrent, right?
Oh my
And
gosh.
a 6-hour
I can never do that.
round, like we would just be running the same thing. It'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take a crawler, go to the bathroom, whatever. It would be a 6-hour round. And I did that most of my college career. Like most of my college career, I'd load in at night. There was this one period in college where it was like toward the end of a semester, we had this really nice room, but all of a sudden we're getting a leak, right? And they're like, okay, we got to move you up to a supplemental room. But the thing was, it was like an empty supplemental. So if you know about supplemental rooms, it's basically like 8 people in a room where you normally have just one roommate. It's normally 8 people in a room. So we go up to this room and it's only me and my roommate, 8 different bunk beds, 2 walk-in closets. I literally drug my futon up there. I drug my TV, my PlayStation, and I went in one of the walk-in closets and I literally had like a gaming den so my roommate could sleep out in the out in the room and I could play games until the wee hours in the morning. It was fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh. I remember those. It's like I love the way that the gaming community is opened up in that I never could have met you or Black or
Sure.
the majority of people that I talk to every day. I never would have met them had it not been for the online gaming community. But man, do I miss those days of LAN when your buddy would literally bring his TV over to your house
plug
and
into
his
his
game
Twitch.
system, and his
Black and
gaming
Spencer
system,
were talking about
you'd
that last
you'd
week.
connect them and you'd play. Like that's what we would do. So we would the the first like LAN stuff we would do was Gears of War. So we would play Horde, and we would hook up 3 Xboxes, and we'd all play. We'd have 2 on each Xbox. We have 6 people, and we'd play Horde. And man, we were trash. Two of my friends were gods at the game. They were gaming gods. They were like grinder gamers. They played Assassin's Creed and finished every achievement on Assassin's Creed. Every single Assassin's Creed, they finished all of them. They were that kind of gamer, and they were actually pretty good at Horde, but they had to carry the rest of the 4 of us, and we were trash cans. I still to this day think a lot of my aiming issues with Fortnite come from that third person view that I could never figure out in Gears of War. I was so used to first person shooter that third person just throws me off every time. Just the movement's so weird. But
I remember that. That was
man,
that was the
LAN
first
parties
time
were
I experienced that.
fun. Yeah.
That
You
was
just
hard to
get you get
used to.
pizza, you get Mountain Dew, and you just stay up all night and
Paisa.
play video games.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You know what's obviously we talk a lot about Fortnite just because I didn't meet Black that way, but Bryce, I kind of met you through Black, but we were all playing Fortnite at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting today to load up at the end of my day. I had everybody stream up, small streamers that everybody. I chose not to say hi. Black, I had you up earlier. I chose not to say hi because I was too in tune with like, oh my God, Nick and Tim. At first, it was like Nick playing with Cypher, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this has been happening, right? He's been playing a little arena here and there. But then it was like Tim's on playing Fortnite. I have to watch. I have to listen at what's going on. This is going to be hilarious. And it was funny because Tim made a comment somewhat after that Bush killing where he was like, I don't get as mad in this game as I do in Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like the bright colors or something. It was just so funny.
I mean, he used to get mad at Fortnite, and he would again. But it's one of those things where this needs to be a wake up call to Activision. If they better watch it, because their game is becoming so stale and so inundated with cheaters and stream snipers that it's gonna go the way of Fortnite. That was the reason Fortnite
there
lost
was no
all
cheating,
those big streamers because they were getting stream sniped. The map was bad. The game wasn't changing. They were slow to updates. Yep. And eventually, when you play the game as many hours as these guys play, and it doesn't change, that's what kept Fortnite at the top for as long as it did. It changed. They came out with an update every other week. At least every other week, there was a major update, a new POI, and a new gun.
Honestly, the thing that I keep looking at is the fact that they came out with a new season pretty much every month, right? It was like maybe month and a half. Now it's like 3 months. Like this next season doesn't come out until June.
89 days was
beginning of June. It's like 2.5 months. The season
that killed them lasted a year. Yeah. With no major updates. A year. And then they
to be fair, everybody, to be fair. There was a pandemic, right? So I'm sure
at the end.
I'm sure nothing lasted a year, first of all. Nothing lasted a year, first of all. You guys argue all you want, but all I'm saying is I agree that there's too much, right? There's too I'll tell you right now, this is why. In my opinion, this is why. Because I'm not a game programmer, but I am a software developer, and I know like how that goes, like how the project goes and all that stuff. They started, and Bryce, we talked about this the other day. They started too much focusing on the business aspect of these collabs and probably worked a lot more on the contract of that, of the design of that. Right now, they need to code for these characters to look exactly like this character and work with these very interesting pickaxes, where before it was basically just the same pickaxe with a different like wrap over top of it, right? It was like the same swinging motion and everything.
The same three
swinging motions, characters, all of it, right? So now you have all that extra on. All that's going to do is build into it. Unfortunately, I mean, it's making them a ton of money. Don't get me wrong. We talk about it all the time. Mom and dad's credit card, buy it, let's go, right? But at the same time, you're losing like the people who really enjoy the game and don't like to play the game. And then,
Well,
you got the pro people now that are just complaining that the prize pool isn't worth enough, right? And that's what they're like upset about, is the prize pool. But you got people like Nick Merckx literally on there today. You could see it just in watching his stream, how he just enjoyed the competitive nature that it brought out, right? It just brought out
yeah,
a lot more.
the thing that made Fortnite so popular to everyone was the simplicity of the way that the game played and the way that it was programmed, so it ran fairly smoothly almost all the time.
Oh, it's
And
not
the
simple
fact
anymore.
that
Yeah, it's stupid.
anytime, yeah, and they went away from that to make the game look a little bit prettier on console. And then the fact that you could be a nobody sitting at home on your PlayStation and play against professional players, either in a pub lobby or heck, you could play in any tournament you wanted to.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
first game that ever had opens.
Yeah.
You couldn't play in Call of Duty tournaments unless you were on a Call of Duty League team that was sponsored and got exemptions to get into tournaments. You couldn't do that in Gears. You had to be it was so cliquish. The gaming community was so cliquish, and Fortnite opened that up, and it exploded the entire gaming community. It took it to where now anyone can be a pro at any game, because every game had to open up like that to keep their to keep their base. Because why, if you're a really good gamer and you have good aim, why not go play? And you can't get into a Call of Duty tournament, go play Fortnite. You make 50 grand in one tournament. And so that helped a lot. I mean, that's why you kind of see the decline of the Call of Duty League this last year. They had to cut a player from every team because they couldn't afford them. They couldn't afford the prize pool. So they had, now granted, they never should have gone to the new player. They went to that for 1 year for Modern Warfare, and now they went right back to the old way of doing it. But they did that because they realized halfway through that season, we can't afford to pay all these guys. We're not making any money, because no one is interested in a Call of Duty League anymore, because now everyone's wondering, why in the world can't I play in a Call of Duty tournament? And that's something Call of Duty did really well with Warzone, because now Warzone, you have those tournaments for everybody. Granted, there's like the Vicstar tournaments and a lot of those, tournaments that are invitation only, that are for the bigger, better players, the pros. But they have a lot of tournaments now in Call of Duty that are just open, so you can go play and win $1,000 or $2,000.
Sure.
And that's something that Call of Duty is doing really well. They have to keep up.
Sure.
The attention span has been set. Fortnite set that attention span, and they fell short of it and lost a lot of people. But they set that standard of every 2 weeks there's going to be a major update. You are never going to get bored with this game, because we are going to pummel you with new content.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's set an impossible standard for every game. No game can keep up that like they were able to. Because no game is coded as simplistically as Fortnite was.
Yeah.
Not even Fortnite is anymore. It was like you said, they had three basic things. They had the male skin, the female skin, and the pickaxe, and they would just code a little covering over it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was basically the same motions, everything. Now it's crazy.
Yeah, and now
then you got creative, you got all these other maps in there and everything. And it's definitely, some people really enjoy it. So it's definitely, I mean, look, you both know, everybody knows, I'm 3 years addicted. Okay. It ain't going anywhere for me. I literally, over lunch today, or not, it wasn't. Yeah, it was over lunch today. I'm trying to remember if it was after work or over lunch, but I literally got on Rocket League. Okay. I got on Rocket League to play 3 games. I think I had to play 3 games to unlock all the Llama Rama stuff going on in Fortnite, right? To unlock skins, wraps, loading screens, whatever in Fortnite. I got on Rocket League. Now, I enjoy Rocket League. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy playing it, but I enjoy it way more when I'm playing with like my buddies and like we're dominating people and it's like a lot of fun and we're, having a good time, being toxic in the chat over there or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never play it right now by myself. And I did just to get those rewards, right? Get in there, get those rewards and move on. So
just for Fortnite. Well, that's like the people that went to GameStop to buy the whatever it was to get the skin.
The Switch.
What was that? Yeah. Like,
yeah, no, I still look at the Switch to see if it's on sale, and I own a Switch, and I should not, and I better not find myself
don't buy
buying
another one.
another Switch, right? But I did look at the Joy-Cons because now they're coming out with Joy-Cons that get you some glider, and it's like, just stay away from it, Chase. Just stay away. I've done such a good job of not adding V-Bucks. I've been adding such a good job of not adding V-Bucks into my account. And I just buy like the one-off skins that kind of get you V-Bucks, but you pay real cash for whatever. But I don't know. I just have this like, yeah, no, I know. We probably all have. Chris, definitely the most. But
I don't miss that.
yeah,
that's money I'd saved from leaving Fortnite.
Well, I don't know. It really depends on how much you spend on Call of Duty, because I did see your TikTok the other day that was like, hey, Activision, I need another Alex skin because I need another one of these, right? So like,
they have none. That's the only skin I like.
Okay, so that's the only one you bought.
Is the thing about Call of Duty is their weapon wraps and their skins are trash.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
I only run one skin, and I like black wrap.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, Black. You only used one pickaxe, but that didn't stop you from buying V-Bucks.
Yeah, good point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're at an interesting point in the gaming world right now. There hasn't been a big new game that's come out in several years now.
Halo.
And that's what everyone's really been waiting on. Is that Halo re-release?
I'm so ready.
You know, like, yeah, there's the COD every year, but these last two CODs were done hastily, not done well.
Shitty.
Oh, see, I actually like both multiplayers, and
they're not bad,
and obviously Warzone, and obviously, but obviously Warzone came out of this as well, and you literally were late to this because you were stuck playing Warzone. So don't come in here and be like, I know, but you were playing, but you're playing Warzone, and Warzone, like, that whole game, outside of the like game mode, the game is built on those other two games. So you like the mechanics of the other two games. What I'm saying is there were Call of Duties like 5 years ago that I felt were terrible. Like, I couldn't make it a month playing because they were like the futuristic advanced warfare. Like they're just like, I don't want that. I don't want that in there, right? Like I want the real mechanics of the game.
No, I agree. Modern Warfare and Warzone that came out of that were great, but those came out and those came out almost 2 years ago now. Or Warzone was a year ago. Just a few weeks ago, a year was the 1 year anniversary. And
yeah, Warzone came out when the first Modern Warfare came out.
Modern Warfare, well,
October,
it came
November.
out like 6 months after that.
World War II. Chaos is saying World War II. He likes World War II. I like it was okay.
It was fun.
It was okay.
It was fun.
I haven't played a campaign in so long. I need to. It's like
I need to play I haven't played either of the new ones.
Yeah.
I really need to. I used to be the first thing I do. I go buy the hard copy of the game, come home, and instantly just play
This was the first time in the last like 10 some years that I didn't go pick up a game at a GameStop midnight release, and it's because they weren't open. Otherwise, I was doing it. I was purchasing it and ready to go, and they weren't open. That was this year, right? 2020, right? Yeah. So they weren't open, and I'm like, wait, so you're not doing like a midnight release? And actually, the last few years they started doing like a 9 p.m. release, which was awesome because it was like Pacific time midnight, so I was getting it at 9 p.m., which was even better.
Probably not as worth it, just because everybody's buying it online.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were doing the downloads. I just personally like having my stack of disc over there, right? Now,
I used to love that too. I mean, until I started buying them on.
Well, I bought it on PC, so now it's like whatever.
Goodness, it's convenient.
Yeah, it's so convenient. Oh, my GameStop closed down. Did I tell you guys that?
No, that's sad. GM to the moon, diamond hands.
I was really disappointed because I love just going in there and just like being surrounded by like, I guess you would say like the culture of it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's great because in Wichita we have like 7, and I don't know how they stay open.
Yeah.
Said
but they've been open.
This is the closest
since
one
I was in like high
3
school.
hours.
Wow. Yeah, we have a ton here for some reason. I don't know why.
Chaos, I've been reading chat. I just don't I don't listen to you calling me a bot. That's all. But he did say hi to you guys. So
I am excited for Halo's VR though. They keep teasing at it, they keep hinting at it, and I'm ready
Yeah,
because I am
I'm
a
curious if they're
Halo
actually gonna
freak,
do
dude.
it. Are you live, Caesar?
yeah,
On Dad
not
Club.
on Dad Club. But if you go to Caesar,
Oh, I
you'll
don't.
be able to get to Dad Club
Oh, okay,
because I'm live on Facebook and
okay,
Twitch for these.
gotcha. So, but what I was getting to is we're at a point in these games that they've all been out for so long now without major updates or major gameplay changes that we're seeing kind of the evolution of the game to where people are getting so good at the game
Yeah,
that it's making it difficult to have fun.
yeah,
You would see that at the end of every Call of Duty, the multiplayer. You'd have those guys that were just so freaking good.
Yeah.
And everyone would get so good at that game that if you were only playing a couple hours a night or a few hours a week even, it wasn't fun. Or if you were a weekend gamer, that by the end of the Call of Duty, it was not fun. You would get trounced by everyone
you know, it's
because they
interesting.
were so much better. And
I
now we're
completely
seeing
agree
that
with what you're
with Fortnite.
saying, right? I completely agree with what you're saying. It just took me 3 years to get to a place that I feel like I'm good. So I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy they didn't get rid of it, you know?
I don't want to
Like
leave it.
No, I
literally last night
understand.
I was playing 2v2 and I picked Ari as my partner, you know, to box fight with these other two viewers. And then
Mhm.
we went into realistics where it's like not box fighting, right? You're playing like a realistic mode, and we wanted to switch up the team. So I was not on Ari's team. Well, I killed Ari like the first or second time or something, and Ari's reaction was like, "What's going on?" You know, he does not
This
expect
is
me to even come
normal.
close. He doesn't expect me to come close to being able to even touch him, right? Like if I get lucky if I hit him for like 2 health. So like I'm
Yeah.
actually getting that
Yeah.
point that's making
It's
me enjoy it. But I get what you're saying because everybody else
it's
is
just
even light years above that, right?
yeah, it's just an interesting phase of in this kind of game you would think as people leave because it gets so good that it's not as fun or whatever as they leave new players come in and we do see that somewhat and I don't know if it's skill-based matchmaking or what that keeps you from seeing that in pubs now or if it's just that the new players don't play the game if they just play creative.
I
I'm
have
not
a
sure
buddy that
what
I went to
that
high school
reason
with. I went to his bachelor party 2 years ago or
is.
whatever, right? And I took my PlayStation. This is when I'm like hardcore addicted, right? I took my PlayStation on this bachelor party. We were just gonna be in a you know cabin on the lake. I plug it in, I'm playing it, and like I'm not even interaction with everybody a lot of the time, right? I'm playing it, but he was getting drunk, never played it. He sits down, he's playing, he's like yelling to my brother that I'm playing with virtual, like online. He's still playing that game. He got himself a PlayStation 4. He's still playing it. I see him on all the time. He'll never play with me because I swear he must just think but he'll send me a Snapchat every once in a while. His lobbies are so bad. So it's like that skill-based matchmaking is doing something right. Meaning it's not
Mhm.
upgrading you somehow, some way. Now, me on the other hand, I hate my lobbies, right? I feel like I either get a shitty bot, like that is literally an AI, or I get a god, right? A pro player who's just like ridiculous. And it
Mhm.
is frustrating because it's like the bot's not making me any better. Give me like middle of the road people. Give me the people that are my skill level. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning behind the bots were. I know that there was a point in time
They couldn't get
during
enough
that long
players.
season where yeah, you were
Yeah.
sitting in a lobby for a long, long
Waiting.
time in a pub lobby waiting for players because no one was playing. I don't think they have that issue anymore. I think people are coming back. I think they have a fairly large player base, especially in North America. I mean, I know that in South America, in for whatever reason in Spain, it is huge.
Mm.
So Brazil, Spain, and and South America, when you look at the top Fortnite streamers during the day, they are all Spanish or Portuguese speaking. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, they love that game so much, and there's going to be
Maybe I need to
some
move
really,
there, huh?
really good pro. Yeah, you can learn Spanish,
I'll
but
get
there's going to
by.
be some really, really good pros that are going to come out of Spain and out of Brazil. I guarantee it. They are going to be really, really good. If there's ever another World Cup, which I have a bad feeling there's never going to be another World Cup.
Yeah, it seems like it's not really going to be a thing.
Really don't think.
They put a lot of language in the pro after the last World Cup that kind of gave them an out to never have one again because $3 million is a huge prize pool, and they set themselves up for disaster doing that because you either have to meet or exceed that if you're going to do another one. And I think the pandemic bailed them out this year, but in 2022, when everything's reopened, everyone's going to be clamoring for one, and they're going to be in trouble because they are making a lot of money, but they're also paying a lot of money now. And they would have to optimize a lot, I think, to get back to where they could play a World Cup. Because right now, you watch the FNCS and it's third circle and there's 40 people left and it's lagging like crazy. And you can't play a World Cup when it's that bad. That's not fair to anybody.
Mm-mm. I wonder if any of that has to do with if you're LAN, though, if you're LAN.
The LAN wouldn't matter because you're still it's the server. It's a server issue, not a ping issue. It's the servers can't handle how complex the game is now. So when you have that much going on, because there's so much going on just in a regular game when it wasn't complex, but now you have these complex skins and all this new stuff written into the game that when you have 40 people building and editing and doing all this stuff, the servers are they're going crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And so you either have to simplify
I've been grinding
your game
the last 3 nights now? 3 nights I've been grinding arenas. It's been fun because I set a prediction on night 1, like would we get 1,000 points in night 1 before 11 p.m. or and we ended up getting 1,000 on the dot. So whoever bet yes, it was, And then night 2, I think we got 8-10. You're obviously starting to get harder and harder people. Last night I actually played with somebody who came over from Chaos's stream. We were supposed to play trios and Chaos bailed on it. So I played with a brand new player, first time ever, with 1,800 points. And I think we ended it a little bit over 2,000. I don't even remember. I guess a little over 2,000, something like that. Mm-hmm. But, he was a lower level because he hadn't played. But it's the competitiveness. It's fun. It's the routine. Right now, I don't know how long I'll be able to do this, but right now I am doing it every night from about 8 till midnight. That's got to stop. I got to go like 8 to 11, but I'm streaming every night, pretty much 8 to midnight every night right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I need to play a game that I enjoy and want to do that too. And Fortnite's one of them.
Yeah. And that's where I was too. And it is, it is good. You need to take a day or even 2 days off. You'll burn yourself out. And I know Black's a proponent of every single day we stream.
It's different.
I'm not burnt from streaming at all. What's interesting
I've even taken days off. I just took 2 days off. I was sick, but
yeah, that doesn't count.
If you look at my chart, right, my streaming chart, it's pretty standard across, so it's pretty consistent. It's just I'm streaming a little longer than I would want to for my next day of I do work full time, and then on the weekends I have things I need to get done during the day. But what's nice about me, at least, I don't get bothered much by the ups and downs. I think if I did, I would get burnout. If I was worried, oh, what did I do wrong? Why is nobody here tonight? Why is nobody viewing? If I was worried about that constantly, I think I'd burn myself out because I'd be stressing. I'd be trying to do too much to draw in a crowd. I'm more under hey, I'm playing video games. This is what I like to do for 3 to 4 hours a night, which probably is too much. Like I said, this is what I like to do for 3 to 4 hours a night. If people are here to hang out and chat, awesome. More fun for me. If they're not, then I'm gonna laser focus on the game and worry about that.
And that is a good place to be. Where is if you are enjoying the game you're playing and you would be doing it regardless, there's no reason
Yeah.
not to stream.
Basically what my night is, right? Like even after this, I'll jump on and play a little bit because I have challenges to do or I want to get a little bit of gaming in because I haven't gamed yet today. But I'm gonna start playing baseball. Hopefully, if I get a vaccine, I'm gonna start playing baseball during the summer, and my stream schedule will
Yeah.
change a little bit because now I'm not home until 9 p.m. 9:30. And I know Bryce, you were mentioning eat. I literally I don't eat dinner these days. If I don't eat dinner before my sun goes down, I don't eat. Like I come downstairs, I'm gaming, my mind is completely blanked on food. Completely
don't think
blanked.
I
It's
can do that.
crazy. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't even need water. I hydrate when people tell me to. That's it. It's crazy. I don't know how my
I just
mind is able
hydrate
to
when
do
my
that.
chat tells me to.
Just hydrate when my chat forces me to. Well, they
Oh
spam
my
it normally. They're
I
like,
don't like to
Now you
drink
need one to use
water.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
no, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
No, he's like Kim Jong Un. He's so efficient. He doesn't have to poop or pee.
Yeah,
Drink
he's
or
just
eat.
ready to
He's just so
go.
efficient.
No, listen, when they make me hydrate, the rest of the night, I'm getting up after every game. I have to use the restroom. It's so bad because I don't hydrate during the day. So like when it happens, I just have to go. I don't know. All right, we talked a lot about Fortnite. Black wants to move on. Next subject. How about that house, Bryce? What? What? You don't like Fortnite anymore? Take the gun down, ship it to somebody else, get the
I
loot
will
llama
never
out of there.
forget where I started streaming. Ever.
Uh-huh.
I loved Fortnite. I just hate that it turned into a game I just don't like anymore.
Well,
That's all it is.
I don't blame you for that.
Nobody can.
But
But
the house
just,
is
you know,
good. Yeah.
Just remember,
But-
if your wife turns into somebody you don't like anymore, you better not divorce her. Black.
Oh,
Peace out.
shit.
Just saying.
Peace out.
If your kids grow up and they be like shitty, I don't want you to disown them. Okay.
You piece of shit.
Yeah.
We got a third one on
Bullshitters.
the way. That some bitch better be prime.
That is crazy.
I'm so worried though. It's like every time, like I could say every time now because this is number 3. Every time she's been pregnant, it's like the burst of what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah,
then-
you're like, oh,
and
what?
then- And then like it settles and you're like, well, okay, we've done this before, we could do it again. And then the first fucking thought that goes through my brain is, oh fuck, I gotta buy insurance. Because like my health insurance runs out
Yeah.
in July. And then
Yeah.
I already contacted my HR and I already contacted the place. I have to be making a lot more money. So I'm gonna keep up my graphics requests and start pushing towards them a little more for like side cash and stuff, and because it's like $1,900 in a premium to keep our current benefits, and I'm like, I'll do that until the end of this year so that we don't have to change anything during the pregnancy,
Sure.
and everything's smooth, and then as soon as that baby pops out, we're changing insurance.
That's smart. That's smart.
Well, like I don't want to change insurances and then something happened and then like we're close to delivery and I'm still trying to figure out the insurance thing and I think it'll be a nightmare.
Yeah. Vibe said, don't let you lie to us that it's twins.
Dude, like
3 and 4.
okay, so that's the meme that's going on right now is that everyone's thinking it's twins because twins run in both of our families. We haven't had one yet. And like Miranda is definitely sick. Like in this pregnancy, and both pregnancies were perfect for her. She's got morning sickness, she's got nasty farts.
Well,
Like,
that's
she's
why,
just-
because she had 2 good ones. You can't have them.
Yeah,
They can't all
dude,
be
like-
good.
It's bad though.
Yeah.
Like she wakes up and she's like like hey.
Well, we'll have to find out. Could be.
like-
I mean, if usually it skips a generation. So,
It's our
if-
generation.
so her mom is a twin.
No, her mom
Or-
never had twins. And her mom is not a twin.
Then who's the twin in her family?
It's her mother's. It's her grandma's sister. So yeah, her mother's sister. Like
Usually, it's if
like
your
5
mom
kids.
is a twin, you are, and she didn't have any twins. You're probably gonna have a twin. That tends to be how that goes for the
My
woman anyway.
I have 2 uncles that are twins. So
That,
like
yeah.
that's
But
so
I
like
believe that it's more on
it's
the
more favored towards
female
the mom,
side, yeah,
but
because
like
you have no control
I'm
over
scared. I'm
how
scared.
many eggs are down there. You just
No sir. I just provide the little swimmers.
oh gosh.
It's like one of them fucking coins. You just put it in, it flattens it out.
Yep, that's all you do.
Vibe said he's glad you're good.
Me,
Yeah.
I
Vibe
appreciate
said
it, Vibe man. I appreciate it. You're about to pop your wife's about to pop yours out pretty soon.
she's pretty much
Any
coming down the
day.
home stretch. Yeah, she's coming
Yep.
down the home stretch.
First one's usually late. It's usually late.
Both of ours were late. Mason had to
Yeah.
get shoved
A
out like
couple
tube of toothpaste.
we met on our honeymoon who happens to live like half an hour away from us. Like we saw him in the Philadelphia airport. Then we got off the plane in Miami to catch from Miami to St. Lucia, and we saw him in Miami, and we make it to St. Lucia, and they're in our shuttle riding to the same resort. And we're like, oh yeah, where'd you guys come from? We saw you all the way back in, they had the bride shirt on, hat. We didn't do that, but a lot of couples on these honeymoon trips have that going on. And so we got to talking, but they just had their first kid on the due date. 2 days? Yesterday, I think.
Wow.
Something like that. Today, 26, yeah.
I have 14 nieces and nephews, and I don't believe any of
Holy
them
shit.
were on the due date.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
How
a
many
lot.
siblings do you have?
That's from my 3 older sisters.
14.
So 2 of them, yep, 2 of them have 5 and 1 has 4. 7 boys,
Holy
7 girls also. Isn't that
shit.
weird? 7 boys, 7 girls.
Oh my
Yeah, and
God.
my
This man
parents were
doesn't want to
bitching
have
at
any
me and
kids.
my
This
brother
man
'cause
doesn't
we
want to
don't
have any kids. Yeah, this man doesn't want to have any kids. There ain't
No,
no
I
way.
want to have
Done.
kids, but my parents are literally bitching at us, me and my brother, because we don't have any. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
why don't you have any?
I am not married.
You have to have a
Dude, you want to hear something funny? Last night we're laying in bed and we both look at each other and we're like, or I said, Miranda, you want to know what the best thing about this pregnancy is? We both look at each other and go, we're married this time. And dude, we lost it. Oh my God.
It's not a stud. This
Dude,
one's
we said it
legit.
exact same time.
Oh my
It was
gosh, that's
hilarious.
hilarious. That's so good.
Exact same time though. I was like,
so
this is
good.
why we're married, you bitch. She was like, yeah, I mean, there's no
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, when the time comes and I find the right girl, I want to have kids for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna name ours. If it's a boy, we're gonna name it Wade.
it's a good name. That's
I
my boss's name.
thought you were about to say Bryce.
I mean, it should be Bryce, but
Miranda.
Bryce is a great name. Strong.
If we have 2.
If you have 2 boys.
Miranda. Oh, she's pregnant. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text her and tell her we're naming it Brett. How do you spell your name?
BRYCE.
Perfect.
No, that's awesome.
BRYCE.
Well, hey, Bryce, I know you got this house. Like you got this dope setup now. You bought this house earlier this year, right? Or end of last year? Earlier this year.
Right, in December. We closed in December, early December, yeah.
Still enjoying it? Done with all your painting?
Yeah, the painting's done. There's a couple spots that I missed that I was like, how did I miss that? And I haven't gone back and fixed it because I don't care.
Yeah.
But there's one spot
you're single.
There's one that there's one that I really need to fix because it's in the kitchen and I thought it was part of the counter and it's not. It's actually a little wall. And so it's the old paint color, but no one's even mentioned it because that's where I keep my trash can. So you don't really see it. And the other one is there's like a gap about 1.5 inches wide of a corner, 2 corners meeting on the door and the vanity of the guest bathroom. And I kind of remember like starting and then being like, I don't know how I'm going to do this without painting the trim and the vanity, and then not doing it and finishing that bathroom and going, all done. And I went to go poop the other day in there and I looked over there and I was like, there's a good portion of this wall that isn't painted. So there's a couple spots I need to fix up, but I just don't. I painted for so long, for so
Oh
many
yeah.
days straight. I
Yeah.
just don't ever want to paint again. But there's other things that are a higher priority right now that I'm trying to fix. I need to fix the fence in the backyard, and I got a guy coming out to fix a sprinkler system that the previous owner broke, and then yard work starts up pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
Had to
yard
cut
work's
down
coming.
three little pine trees
We had so
over
much
the
wind today, and I'm watching, cardboard boxes blow down the street and bags, and then I'm like looking out and I'm seeing, oh, there's a limb. Oh, there's another limb. Oh, there's another limb. So
Yeah.
I got some of them, but I was just waiting, like one of them to fall in the house and cause some real damage. I'm like, oh my God,
Perfect.
please don't.
Yeah,
Please
thankfully
don't.
I don't have a big tree, and I have a little willow in my backyard that the kids loved, so I kept it. I was gonna cut it down, but
If
it's
I
not
if
too
I
bad.
and I it was actually when my PC was getting worked on, and I was telling Black, I'm like, I think I gotta stop gaming and streaming. I just gotta quick cold turkey and just shut it all down so I can be more productive. And here I am with my
And
PC.
you want to know what
and-
I said? I said, you do that.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Be
I
very
did
supportive.
too.
You said you shouldn't do that.
I said you shouldn't
But-
do that, but if you want to do
Yeah.
it, do it.
And my thing was, once I got my PC back, I got comfortable again, and here I am. But I don't know, man. There's so many days I feel like I could be so much more productive if I got that solid. I need 10 hours of sleep. Personally, I need 10 hours of sleep. For me to,
Correct.
for
10 hours.
yeah, for me to be like productive,
I don't know how you sleep that long.
I
bro.
need like 10 hours. I get
I've heard this
about
before.
6 a night, right? 5 to 6 a night. I need like 10.
Caffeine's for.
That's plenty.
No, see, I need, well, I'll be honest, what I need, I told my wife this earlier. I said, I need like 24 hours of sleep. I just need to sleep for 24 hours.
I couldn't do that.
And she goes, well, you should just go to bed now. Like when we're going to bed. And I'm like, oh, I got the dadcast tonight, so I'm not going to do that, but maybe on Saturday night.
Now he's got an excuse.
Yeah.
Well, no, but my problem is,
10
like,
hours.
I need to disconnect completely for 24 hours because I feel like I've been running for so long now. And it's not, I can't take credit. Like my wife's doing everything with our son. I can't take that credit, and I don't mind being at home, working from home, but it has blurred a lot of the lines of like a day ending and another day beginning. So like my day is just all in the house. So I feel like everything is so compact. Like I'm just like, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I got to get this done. Like I end stream and then I go chat with 5 different streamers before I go to bed, right? People who are either lurking or I like to go talk to, just say what's up. Partly I would say you could throw out networking, right? Because Twitch is a lot of networking. But for me, it's more like I only really network with the people who interact with me. So am I really networking with them at that point? I'm building friendships in my mind, right? Like I'm going and talking like you mentioned dragons earlier, right? Jesse, he was streaming when Ari and I were playing or something. I rated somebody else and then I went over and I started talking to Jesse for a little while. And now he's popping into my streams and like saying what's up, just that he's there and lurking. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And I think he's going to play. I've been playing with my coworkers on Monday, Mario Kart. We play for an hour and I told him, hey, you got to switch. Cause he was playing his Switch the one day. I was like, hey, you got Mario Kart?
Yeah.
You can play with us.
Does.
So he said he's going to try to get in one of these days, but this past Monday he couldn't. He just bought Mario Kart so he could join us.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it now
he's a
for,
good
I
dude.
think 5 weeks.
He's a good dude.
What's that face for?
My
What
wife
happened?
said, "Ooh, Bryce sounds good."
She doesn't even know it's my name. She's gonna learn it's my name and be like, no, we're not naming our
day
child
of.
after one of your friends.
The day of. Sign it, and then I'm gonna FaceTime you.
Oh,
Bryce
gosh.
Miller, and then he's gonna be, nicknamed Ice Miller.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let me get a
Nice.
Bryce Cold Miller.
I told my wife today. I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
you know what? if everything goes through with like Facebook and everything goes great, I could like have something like even if I, Facebook doesn't or nothing, maybe I do stay, and like all that goes great and everything. But like if I ever become more successful than what I am, dude, streaming ain't going nowhere. Our kids, if this is what they want to do, that's what they could do. That's what I was
Oh,
telling her.
yeah.
I was like, streaming
That's
ain't
what
going nowhere, bro.
yeah,
Nowhere.
it's funny because from what I know of at least Twitch, Charlie is the first second generation that if Charlie, Lupo wanted to stream, he would be the first child of a streamer to stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he wants to do. But I don't know of any child of a streamer that's older than him that was born while that person. Yeah. And you watch Brewer, Tim's son, when he comes on stream. He's made for it. He's just so outgoing and loves the attention and thinks everything's hilarious. You can definitely see that coming. But then again, kind of tough to have any ambition and going when your dads are multi-millionaires and you're living in mansions, in Florida.
There's no real drive.
There is no drive.
So you hear that, Chris?
Cut him off.
Don't get that big, Chris. That's what
your
we're saying.
It'll be interesting to see because we're seeing very young kids that were born. I don't even want to think about the year they were born and where we were in life that are starting to stream. I have a nephew that's 15. He could be streaming right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's
Don't do it, kids. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But it'll be interesting to see kind of where Twitch goes, where Facebook ends up, where YouTube. If YouTube can get their stuff figured out, they are going to blow everyone out of the water because they have more views than every other platform combined by tenfold every single day. There are billions of views every day on YouTube. And there are so many kids that are on YouTube that have no idea what Twitch is and couldn't care less about Twitch. But YouTube was so behind the live streaming game. It really didn't see any money in it. Didn't see a way to monetize it. And now they're starting to. And I think with the help of Courage, it's gonna blow up.
Wait, did Courage actually make a switch?
Courage has been on YouTube for over a year.
Yeah.
He's been off of
Where
Twitch.
the fuck have you been?
Yeah, he's
been
a hot minute. Unpopular opinion. I'm not really a Courage JD fan. I don't know.
Wow.
Like it's not like
the truth comes out.
It's not like I hate him, but like of the people that I even watched at the beginning, he was not one of them. Right? Like when you talk about who I like watching, the person I like watching the most, even now that he's not playing Fortnite, is Dakota's. I like watching.
Really?
I like watching DK the most because he's just. I can't imagine what he looked like, huh?
You listen to DK, you don't watch him.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a face cam anyway, so it's like you're not missing anything except his gameplay. Which when he was playing Fortnite is pretty good. He plays Among Us now with a group of people, which is funny to listen to. I guess he might have played Valorant a little bit. He played Fall Guys a little bit. I honestly would go to the gym and I would either watch him play Fortnite or listen to him play Fortnite while I'm working out or whatever. He's just soothing. He's like sounds pretty laid back.
Relaxing, kind of raspy voice. Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I first started, I was watching. I think we talked about this before. I was watching Ninja, but that was strictly from a learning perspective. I needed to learn Fortnite, and he was basically teaching me what I was doing wrong, right? Like what I needed to.
Cypher PK tutorial.
Now it's Cypher, but like to be honest with you, I don't really love.
2 for 2.
I need like 2 seconds of Cypher's information. He makes it like a 10-minute video, right? I need like, just give it to me quick. I don't need to watch your gameplay. Just tell me what you're telling me and let me move on about my day. I don't really enjoy it.
Batman's YouTube videos. He's like, check out this glitch. And I'm like, I watch all 10 minutes and I'm like, what glitch?
because
debated.
because he plays for 8 hours for two 50-minute YouTube videos, and there's a lot of days where there's not a whole lot going on. You know, that's kind of where that's the biggest problem with these big content creators is they've realized their money's not in Twitch, their money's in YouTube, and they have to get YouTube videos out there and get views.
Oh yeah.
And the games lately are really, really tough to get views because it's the same thing.
I'm sorry.
Every single. That's why Tim
I'm
has done a
sorry.
great.
If they want to get a bunch of money, I get it. But fucking Nick Merckx has 60,000 people watching him.
And he makes more.
Oh, I'm sure he makes more on his YouTube. I'm sure.
He makes in a month on Twitch.
I'm sure he makes it on YouTube.
Yes.
But it's
the
just
most subscribed to person on Twitch.
No, he's not. He's the most subscribed person you know on Twitch. But again, that Gref G is up getting close to where Ninja was. He's like
Really?
he's getting close to 100,000. And actually, XQC has more subs.
I mean,
than Nick does.
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, I was listening to his stream earlier, and he was talking about being hungry. Like he was talking about his boy Neo. You know, should be going after it. Could be a really good professional gamer, right? And should be hungry. And I get that. And I feel like I'm that way. But at some point, man, 60,000 people watching you, that's a fucking lot. That's you can't keep up. What's up, AAA?
He averages almost 1 million views per YouTube video. So monetarily, and he puts out 7 YouTube videos a week. He puts out one every single day, and they average close to 1 million people or 1 million views. That's a lot of money coming in
Nick
every
Merckx
single
has
week.
60,000 subs.
YouTube?
Chaos is saying he has 60,000 subs.
He does. It's like 60 something thousand.
It's
I don't think it's 60K anymore. He got to 60,000 one month, but it is not that anymore. I don't think.
What is it? It's
50.
like 280 per thousand on YouTube. Is your average?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, monetization.
But those guys, you got to remember, those guys are YouTube partners, so they get a lot more money.
Oh yeah,
from YouTube than
well, like, I'm just saying, like, take the average.
Yeah, I mean, and think about every single day, 7 videos a day, a day.
He said I read his comment wrong. His comment was correct. He said almost 60K.
Yeah, he had it 2 months ago, and he's hovering around 58, I think, every month.
Yeah. And Dakota's
it's a lot.
Dakota's will use a webcam. He just has a chat in here. He uses a face cam every once in a while. He said 59.5. He said 59.5. So of the big streamers, like I originally, I definitely related a lot personality wise with Ninja, with uncontrollable rage, right? Like just
going back to the cipher,
just hyper and uncontrollable. But from like a personality, like a competitive, like a just. It's Nick Merckx 100% of the big streamers that I watch. Like I relate the most with him. Tim's funny, don't get me wrong, but he shits on himself so much. That's a Chris, all right? That's Chris's personality.
It is. It works.
No, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I relate to Tim the most.
Well, no, it's just like it's a personality,
I really do
right?
like Nick. Nick's a little bit too.
He's aggressive.
He's very overly aggressive. I do like him. And I think I could get along with him very well, but I don't.
We'll set it up.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Black just he literally just tagged him in a TikTok. So we'll set it up when Black gets.
I tagged them both.
I know you did. I know.
He was looking so rough though.
I think Nick does better than any major streamer is how much he interacts with his fan base on social media. He replies to so many tweets. It's unbelievable.
Who does?
Retweeting stuff. Nick.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable at that.
You have to ask yourself, is it him? That's what you have to start to ask yourself.
I really do. I do because he talks like, I mean, if it's not him, if it's Gary,
it gets tough, right? It gets tough to keep up with that kind of stuff.
But like that's why you set aside so many hours, a week or a day.
I mean, Nick
he's literally streaming like 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day, right?
Gets on his phone, replies on Twitter while he's watching, whatever whatever show he's watching. I mean,
Man
that's
is
what makes it
married, you
different
know.
now.
Days.
But I mean, I don't know if I would doubt it's Gary because he talks just his replies are exactly how Nick would say something. So it could be Gary. Gary's very smart and probably very resourceful when it comes to that. But I think Gary's too busy, leveling up his weapons and getting them into champs and arena. That's what that's really what Gary does. I understand they put the hashtag time in, but it's their account puts the hashtag time in.
No
Break it to
shit.
everyone. Nick Merckx does not play off stream. He doesn't
think
play
any of
off
them do.
stream. He doesn't have to.
You're just like somebody logs in and does it for him.
That's exactly what they do. How do you?
Yeah.
Nick Merckx and Tim the Tapman had the what is the dark matter skin the first
ether.
day
Yeah.
of Cold War. Either it was given to them for being a COD partner, or because they didn't play all those to get all those skins.
Well, no, I mean in Fortnite,
it wouldn't be worth it.
But in Fortnite, right? They 100% some way, one way or another, whether it's their, I assume their own money, they buy the tiers, just like Chris was buying the tiers, right?
Oh well, yeah, but I'm talking about Tim buys every battle pass.
You took 1 year off. You took one season off of buying it.
Attempted
but
to.
I mean,
you ended up buying it?
Talking about like
No, the last season, I found the glitch.
Well, no, but you took the season off from buying the 100
Oh
tiers.
yeah, I
is what I'm
did
saying.
one season.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like Nick Merckx decided he wanted to play in FNCS. He had 0 arena points.
Now
The
he's
next
got
day he had 6,000.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that he got about 1,000 or 2,000 with Cypher that first day, but you're telling me he played enough to get 6,000 arena points overnight? No, no. That guy, I understand he's addicted. No shot that he plays off stream. No shot.
As much as he
I think he does a little bit. He'll do it every once in a while. He said he'll play arena solos every once in a while.
I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing. I'm not going to speculate.
I'm
not fake news, Bryce. I'm not fake news over here, okay?
You talk about this all the time
off of here. What?
I'm like, there's no way these guys are leveling up their guns because
they're not leveling up their guns. That's the whole joke. That's the whole hashtag time in joke.
Yeah.
When they say that, it's because they have someone they pay to level their count for them. They're not gonna. It would not be worth it for Tim or Nick to sit there off stream and grind camos in multiplayer. That is
day one.
Their time is so valuable. They could be going to a business meeting. They could be relaxing or streaming it. There's no shot they play that off stream. That would be
What's
stupid.
the enjoyment of having somebody else level up your shit?
Because they don't care. Like, they want the best guns, so then they can Tim's whole series now. His whole YouTube is the TikTok guns. You can't make the TikTok guns unless every gun is already unlocked, because you have to have whatever attachment the person in the TikTok says they need to use.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have to have that. And as a streamer, one of your biggest draws is 30 kill game, 30 kill win. Here's the new meta. We have it before anyone else because you already have the guns unlocked. So you can, as soon as the meta changes, you just change your loadout and you're good to go. Whereas someone else, like, I had the meta until the DMR came out. Well, heck, I didn't play one game with the DMR in multiplayer. How was I supposed to know that trash ass gun was going to be the new meta? So I had to sit there and try and grind the DMR. By the time I got the DMR leveled up, they nerfed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where
you weren't playing enough, Bryce. You need to play. Right. You need to play. You need to play as much as the guy they're paying to play. Okay.
Yeah, I need to put the hashtag time in. You're right.
God damn, man. Excuses.
I thought about paying Yoshi to level up my
he probably would do it too.
He would, just so he can play with Dark Knight.
Yeah. You gotta watch the Fortnite one though. They will ban your ass if they catch you. And then you're out.
But what would they catch you for doing though? You know what I mean?
Account sharing is against TOS.
Yeah, it is.
But it's against TOS for COD too. But again, when you're a bigger streamer, you get away with shit. So
I honestly don't know why it would matter.
You know, I
It's
never
not
Basically,
like
they want you to
for,
buy your own account.
well, for
Yeah.
me though, yeah, but for me is like, it's not like you duplicated it. It's not like you have two now.
No, but
You
it's
can only
like
play on one at a
Yeah.
time. So like only somebody gets the benefit for it. You know, that's like saying I hand my controller to my friend to play.
letting your buddy borrow a
that's
disc.
against
and-
cost. Don't do it.
Yeah, like what the fuck? You know? Like,
No
oh,
sharing.
you know, he's playing. Oh, wait, we gotta log out. You gotta log back in with your account.
Yep, that's what you have to do.
Get out of here. I've been
And
playing on
don't
my
let me
wi-
catch
I've
you
been
doing it.
playing
I'm
on
gonna
my
report you.
I've been playing on my wife's account for a while now. Once I realized that there's free V-Bucks in the battle pass that I can buy my other account and gift them skins and shit with, you know?
Reported.
Nope. You can't prove it. Can't prove it. Anywho.
I actually think same household's allowed to do it in Fortnite.
My wife doesn't live here, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys live in separate houses. You're still married. Everything's going great. You just live in separate houses. Imagine.
Good times. Well, so I will say, and I told you this one day. You just gotta let me know, man. Hook me up on, or hit me up on Discord if you want to play some Fort. You know, there's been a lot of days. There's been what's that?
I said I was excited for this new season. As many of the teasers
I didn't want to
as I
hear
was
your
seeing-
bullshit. I literally
I'm not
did not want to hear
kidding.
your no.
Did you not see my tweet go out?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to
was
hear your bullshit. I
excited.
read it, and I was like, get this shit off of my
Yeah.
Twitter timeline. He's
was
full of
shifting.
shit. He's
He
full of
shifted
shit.
his stream schedule to stay up for the release.
I
And-
did.
And
Wow.
Bryce, I was actually awake, and he tried to get me to stay up, and I said, Black,
I was
you're a
genuinely
poser.
excited.
You're a poser at this
I
point.
wasn't. I thought they were changing
Wow.
You're a
shit.
poser, and you're
They didn't. They made it 10 times worse, and I was disappointed.
They made a change. I am actually content with their change. It is very hard to get used to right now,
A
but
weird
it
change.
did make it very interesting. And if
A
you
weird
just,
change.
it is weird, but if you just follow the change and figure out how to play the
If I
change,
wanted to play Save the World, I would.
it's not Save the
That's
World
what
though. It
I
is actually
said.
it is actually easier than Save the World because I still fucking hate Save the World.
I don't see much.
It doesn't let
difference.
me crouch. It doesn't let me crouch and Save the World, and that's the stupidest thing. I looked
Crouch
for
and Save the
keybinds.
World?
I looked in keybinds and there was no keybind for crouch.
Do not make me install Save the World just to show you a crouch.
I'm gonna have to look, but I looked and the keybind wasn't there. And then when I
No
looked to
crouch in Save
and
the
I
World.
looked to I'm not fucking with you. I looked for the keybind. I
God.
could be blind. I could be blind, but there was no crouch. Ari said, "What's up, Bryce?" Not to
Hey, Ari,
us.
how
He
you doing,
said
man?
it. He said it to you. Like, fuck you, Ari. I let you shit on me last night in creative, and that's how you do
I
me.
thought you said you shit on him.
Well, I mean,
Here-
I said I beat him once and got a hit on him twice, and he said, "What's going on?"
Oh, okay.
See, he said it right there in chat. He killed me once, which
Killed
is
me
what I
once.
said earlier, Ari. You can watch the video back. I did not say multiple
the mod.
times. I did not say I
Ari,
shit on
he's
him.
lying.
I
He
said
he shit on
I
you.
said
He was
I
like,
was getting
I got
better.
really good and I shit on Ari. He's
No.
a
Yeah, that's what
poser.
I heard.
No, I actually yelled at
heard.
Ari because Ari does this annoying thing, right? Which is, it's his comms, I get it, but we're literally playing 2v2. You don't need that good of comms, okay? Every time he killed me, he would say, dead, dead, dead.
He does
I'm like,
say dead
get
a
the
lot.
fuck out of here, Ari. Like, you're fucking, yes, I'm, box, dead, in a, fuck, you know?
Box like a fish.
No,
Free?
I told somebody the other day
Reasonable
I want to do that
aggression?
TikTok, but from the fish's point of view. I want to be the fish. Oh my god, I have my pickaxe out. He boxed me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. You know,
I'm lost.
I'm
back in the
lost.
lobby.
I'm in the sauce. What? It's red sauce. Yeah.
I'm lost in it.
He said, "What would you
Yeah.
say if you killed someone?" Because the comms
Dead.
were so
Knocked?
important. Because the knocked
Knocked,
exactly.
yes.
Because I was not dead. I was knocked. Maybe that's what was pissing me off.
And I do enjoy playing Fortnite Arena. And I think a lot of people still really enjoy watching it. So I do want to get back into it. Like I said, I want to get back into the rhythm. I want to.
Could you guys imagine me and Bryce
get back
screaming at
and
each other,
streaming.
just popping off? You
We
know?
actually
You
played pretty
guys-
well together. We played pretty nice together the last time we played.
No, we did. We got to win. We got to do a win.
Same
Yeah, we-
time, you would have like a ninja JD like
Scream off.
Oh my god, bro! Yes,
But
I would love that.
We would just be
It's
both.
fun.
We would both be fighting our own guy, yelling
I
on
love
me, on me,
Yeah.
on me, and we're both
Come
fighting
help
somebody else.
me!
I
What
can't
we
help
doing
you.
here?
I can't help
Like-
you. You have to help me.
Yeah. My thing is, I do think between Warzone and Fortnite, Warzone is more fun right now. It's a faster pace of play. It's a different gameplay. You know, Fortnite is
These are fights that it's slow.
it's
So
it's
here
not
I-
if you play it correctly. It is if you play how Black plays it and you land quarry and run around the edge of the map
I don't play
the
like
entire
that
game.
anymore.
Well, that's good. So, but if you
Not
do it
even
right, it is a really, really fast-paced, fun game to play.
Yeah,
just have to play it right.
Let me just tell you. Killing
fucking
is
turned around
not
with
the
sticks the
enjoyable
other day.
part for me, right? I have a blast. I used to have a blast getting a Fortnite kill by impulsing the guy into the storm where I didn't get credit for the kill, right? Zero kills. Build him out of the storm. Like that was ideal for me. I don't need 20 kills. Yeah, it's a great time. Sure, fun.
That's what people enjoy watching, though.
I
They don't
no,
want to watch
so
you
don't
just
don't
do nothing.
but I'm not here for people, right? Like I'm not
Wow.
Doctor. I'm not here for
You hear
Dr.
that?
Lupo.
You hear that, Chad? He's not here for
You
you.
don't give a shit.
I'm not. I'm here to make a fool out of myself. You know, I like I say it on my stream. Like if you're chatting with me, fuck, I want to be fighting somebody back to back to back. I can't do that and chat with somebody. I'm just not good enough for that. So I would prefer to be able to have a conversation with people, have a laid back bullshit with whoever I'm playing with, farm it up. And that's why for me, Warzone is slower because I'm at least farming in Fortnite. And if I want to, I can, do an edit course or something for a second and then farm some more or whatever. I don't know. I get you. I hear
But you
you.
should be constantly pushing people in Warzone. That is the
it's
fun
best
way to
now.
play.
That is the
Is to
only
get
way.
bounties and just push. the
If I
entire
push
time.
people
And
in Warzone,
Bro,
I
this
die.
is-
I
the
die.
thing I think
I
people
die.
well get good.
I
Get
die. I
the
die.
thing that
One more time.
people enjoy
I
enjoy the most. I think about
Did you hear me
watching the
say
Warzone
I die?
gameplay,
Huh?
yeah, is whoa. You are a bad boy.
All right, you can't post in this chat, bro. No links in this chat, bro. No links.
The fun, the thing people enjoy the most about Warzone is it does bring out the most rage and arguments back and forth. I think it does. Because of the way the game plays, it's so intense and so fast paced, and it can end that fast.
Oh yeah.
It's over. Like, holy crap, I got 2 bursted by an AUG. Where were you? Oh, I was over here. Oh, I just got 2 bursted by an AUG. Everyone's screaming at everyone. That's why Nick, Cloaksy, and Tim play together every day. I do think they enjoy, they have fun and they like each other, but holy cow, they are really good at screaming at each other.
They are, and then laughing about it.
Yeah. That's why
I'm really good at screaming at people.
a lot of streamers. That's why Cypher's getting good.
And I laugh about it.
When Cypher first,
Cypher was just eating popcorn while they
were
were
all
all screaming.
yeah, like it's funny because Cypher's going through what Cloaksy first went through when he started playing with Tim and Nick. Tim and Nick are very loud, very boisterous, and like screaming at each other, and they love screaming at Cloaksy. Cloaksy didn't know how to handle that. He didn't know how to handle that at first. He was very nervous because he would think they were being serious.
Cypher
yeah.
does talk trash. He talks trash now. He was talking
And
trash
that's what
to
I'm
Nick.
saying, Ari.
He was
That's what
talking
I'm
trash to
saying.
them on Fortnite today.
That's what I'm saying. So when Cloaksy first started, he wouldn't say anything. Now Cloaksy talks back. When Cypher first started playing with them, he didn't get it. Cypher's kind of, pretty nice, kind of quiet guy. He didn't get the, like, you have to scream back when you're getting screamed at. And then he finally learned because he used to double mute when they started screaming. And he didn't get, like, you can't do that. You have to give it back. Otherwise, Nick's not going to respect you. And Tim's going to, like, stop communicating with you because Tim will feel bad. And then he finally learned, like, oh, I'll just give it right back. The next time Nick dies because he did something, pushed a 4-on-1, I'm going to point that out. And he's gotten really, and Cypher's so smart that he's gotten really good at it. And it's really, really funny. And that's why Nick then was like, I want to play other games with you because, hey, you're really good at Fortnite. And we now have this rapport. I respect you. We can get this. No, not really. So Nick now calls him KP. I have no idea where that came from, but he calls him KP. And I'm still trying to find the video where that came about. It happened during Fortnite.
I'm guessing he
I have
just
no idea.
switched the PK around, right?
And just kept doing it. I'm gonna get. I don't know, but
Here's the
probably a
thing.
meme
The
and
thing
it's
that I
up.
like about
Yeah.
Nick and watching Nick, if I catch him live, is when he stirs somebody's, like he stirs the pot, and then he'll sit back. He'll mute.
yeah,
he'll be
he'll
talking
do
to his chat. He'll be doing this, like he'll be enjoying himself, and he's like
he used to do,
purposefully getting them to
Yeah.
fight with each other. He'd say something to get them going, and then
Yep.
just sit back and stir the
oh,
pot.
it's so good.
It's hilarious.
When Cloaksy and Tim are screaming at each other, and he'll make that one little, oh yeah, I think you're right, Cloak, and then just get Tim going, and then Tim will say something. Oh man,
It's great.
they will stir the pot. They are fun to watch, and that's what I want to get back to, and because I think that
I can yell at you, Bryce.
that level. No, I agree.
I'm
I
happy
think
to be
that-
yelled at as well.
But I mean, I think that consistent everyday gameplay with the same group
Oh yeah.
develops a rapport, and not just a rapport with the people that are playing, but the rapport with the chats, with the different chats, because
Sure.
people kind of learn the inside jokes of everybody, and that draws more people when you
Sure.
have that consistent rapport with the same group every single day. I think that helps a lot, and that's what I really got away from when the people
When-
I was normally playing
say
with
it.
either stopped playing the games I was playing.
Black quit
or,
on you. Black
like,
quit on you. He
yeah,
quit on
like
me
Black
too. Say
quit,
it.
and
Say
he
it.
dumped me because he got too big.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
but like,
Yep.
you know, I was
if you
playing
don't
with
if you don't
Black,
have
and-
if you don't have 50 subs, you're not big enough, you know?
yeah, that's exactly right. But Black
I was
schedule
just
change.
talking
you only
to
have
Vibe about
you
this
only
today.
you only have 2
Yeah.
No,
viewers.
Vibe
Nah,
was like,
I
you've
can't do
replaced
that.
me with Kenny. And
You
I was
have.
like, Kenny
You-
don't do shit all day. That's
You've re-
why.
No, you've replaced everybody with Kenny, to be honest. You've replaced
Kenny
everybody
don't
with
do
Kenny.
nothing all day. He's retired.
Oh,
He
I'm sure
streams.
Kenny would like to hear that.
He
I'm sure
does. I
Kenny would-
told him. And he
Sure,
was like,
Kenny-
yeah, I don't do shit.
but and like I play a lot with Ari now. I enjoy playing with Ari, but anymore, Fortnite pubs is just not fun. I don't care
No.
unless you have 4 people.
Oh, I have a
But
blast
Even
fucking
with
around
that,
with
you
people.
can't play that many. I can't play that many games, so I like to play Arena. Well, Ari by the second week is in champs.
No,
or
no,
whatever,
Ari
and playing
refuses to
VP,
sacrifice
and-
his points for you.
Yeah, he won't even get on his alt, so
Yeah,
we can't ever play.
he yells at everybody.
anymore,
Or
And
you
he
know,
won't play Warzone, and I can't get a consistent group together to play Warzone because Dragons won't play Warzone anymore because he's all on Valorant, and I don't mind Valorant, but I really can't play it very often. Talk about a
I'm
slow
good.
game. And then, I was playing with
Ari said he'll play Warzone
John,
sometimes. He likes when you
sometimes,
die.
yeah,
He
right.
laughs at you.
Yeah, what's
But-
up, Shusha?
I was watching. I used to play with John, and he kind of got busy with work and school when school started back up, so he didn't really play anymore. And I would play with AJ. Well, AJ went to Apex with Cam, so it was kind of like the people I was normally playing either Warzone or Fortnite with either went to different games that I wasn't really drawn to. Like I don't mind Apex, don't love it. I don't mind Valorant. I don't love it. I couldn't play either of those games every single day consistently. The 2 games I can play every day consistently that I think go along with my style of gameplay and my personality when it comes to how I react when I play them are Fortnite and Warzone. I just think those games play better to what my personality is
Yeah.
than
You
than
guys want to
Apex.
get like there's a TikTok house, right? You just want to get a house and we just go, live in the house
said that.
together.
I
And
told Black, when I bought this house, I told Black, come on.
then you
I
don't,
said, your wife and kids are fine. You can move down here.
then you don't
I got
have
a room
to,
for you.
you don't have to worry about people's work schedules and things like that. You're all right in the same house,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm always down to do stuff. So
But that's the funny thing is the content creator houses that people are in. None
With
of
the
them ever
frats?
play together. They play different schedules and different
Yeah.
times. It's funny how that works.
I never understood that. Like, why wouldn't you try to coordinate? But then, like, I get like bandwidth issues and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that as much as a lot of them they band together because they like each other, but like especially with the Fortnite houses, most of those kids aren't on the same team. They're playing on a different team, so they're not playing with each other.
Yeah.
Or like I don't remember like the house that like Pokey and Ray and all those girls are in. I think they play together. Like they'll play
They were playing
uh,
Among Us for a while.
Among Us, yeah, together. But when they're not doing that, like people's schedules get on different time frames. One
Yeah.
of them, somebody starts doing, stays up all night one night, and so they sleep it the entire next day and then get on late.
Yeah. I am like right now, the last like 6 months probably, if I look at that timeline, my schedule is so consistent, minus this one day a week when I do this dadcast and then I get on to my other account.
Mhm.
I am so consistent with those hours. And if I chose to play Warzone, my younger brother and my buddies are over there playing on PS4. The problem is I want to play Fortnite. And two, I can't mute to talk
I see it, Ari.
when in Discord. He sees it. He's watching the chat, Ari. I don't
was
have to
just
do
waiting
your.
for him to finish his thought, Ari, and then I was gonna
You
get it.
can't mute to chat on Discord. Wait, what?
Well, I'm
Not
playing
on
PS4,
PlayStation.
so I have to like open up my menu and I'm using my webcam for that, so I can continue to use my microphone for my stream. And like to mute my webcam, I have to open up the chat and do that.
You can't put a push to talk on your PlayStation
Not that
and
I've
get a foot
seen.
pedal.
I have a foot pedal. Not that
I
I've
think
seen.
you can hook that foot pedal up to your PlayStation and use push to talk. I believe you can, because that's what Swag used to do before, like the last.
Well, you
he's
know
got,
what,
like, a
Bryce?
like,
Stop
2 months ago.
thinking and start knowing, and then tell me how to goddamn do it.
I think you can just hook it straight up.
Because
but
that
I'll
would
have to
help.
look
Because
and see how you did it.
they hate it. They don't want to hear me.
Dude, Ari just texted me back and was like, because he told me congrats on third baby. He said, Chase and Bryce are right. You changed. You've replaced people. I was like, happens when your schedules change. I can't
Yeah.
help people fade away too. That's a two-way street, bro.
Well, no, and I completely understand why I don't get to play with Black anymore. It's because when his schedule changed, due to
When most
circumstances
people start.
outside of his control, he used to be on till midnight every night, like I was.
Yeah.
And then it got to be he streamed during the day because that was better for him. And then he would get off 8 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock is when I started.
Well,
Is
to
it
be
7
fair,
or 8 o'clock?
I tried to play Warzone with him, and he, he quit. He like did.
You know why? We've
He-
cleared this up.
We're not clearing
Bullshit.
anything. We'll keep bringing this up until the day I die. Till the day I
Because
die.
we already cleared it up. I legitimately thought you were trolling me.
I was having the
I did,
most-
Bryce.
I was having no
It was
fun
the worst I've ever
whatsoever.
seen him play. Worst I've ever seen him play. And dude, I've watched him play Warzone. Trust me, I watched him play Warzone before I asked him to play Warzone with me. And dude, he was doing so good. Like I was like, oh, he can keep up. And then I play, and then the first thing that happens when I realize, like, he's fucking trolling me. I just quit. I was done. I stopped my stream. I was almost past my time anyway.
He wouldn't even
And
tell
then
me
I
goodbye.
text
He
him,
didn't even fucking tell me
and then
goodbye.
I text him, and dude, I find out he turned off crossplay. He's never played on PC before, and I'm like, that's the
Yeah.
fucking problem.
Shit on.
And I felt so bad, and I told him that.
No, you didn't. You were like, I can't play with you.
Check
You're
the
not good
text
enough.
messages.
You're not good enough. I delete my text
Shut
messages.
up. I don't. Never.
Oh,
But Ari,
well,
I think for you at your age, getting a house with Meepy would be fun. We're all I think we're all in our 30s, or at least really close to our 30s, and two of us have wives and children. Difficult for us to get a house together.
True.
But if I was at this age,
what do you mean?
trying to do what I'm doing,
What do you mean? We could easily have daycare and things like that's like that sounds a lot
We
easier.
have a little section of the house.
I
We
don't
all
wanna
pitched
live
in for
in a house
daycare
with
and
200 families.
Oh, bro. My wife would think I was a god if I got a house to where I had a daycare for 8 hours.
But I think if I was 18, 20 to 21, I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, having the money to do it when you're
Oh,
that age is
dude.
very difficult. Hire
That's
a
the way
nanny
to
for all
go,
the
though.
kids together. Again, that would be their expense.
No.
Not
It's
mine.
it's part of the rent, bro. Sorry.
No, it is not.
Nope.
I'm getting my. I'm already
No,
leaving.
I mean like let's just say, you know, if you meet a girl, you just said you want to meet a nice girl. who wants a family. I'm just saying, if there's already kids in the house, you're gonna meet a girl and she's gonna be like, "Oh, I want that too," and you're gonna find the nice side of them.
Yeah. I feel that.
Just saying, it's an investment, Bryce.
It's an investment, yeah, into
It's an
more
investment.
money that I have to spend on a child.
Into more drunkenness.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well-
I want to get back into it. I do. I've taken a long time off.
You have, man. I'm telling you, I scroll it's because a lot of the people that I follow, to be completely honest, a lot of the people that I follow, because I don't follow a lot of the big streamers on my account. Like, I follow a few. And they typically are live during the day, and not many of them are live at night. So when I load up at night, it's usually all the small streamers that I've met since I started streaming. And I scroll from the top of the list to the zero, right? Until offline. And I never see you on. So I need to see you on more and I honestly need you to send an invite and let's play some games. Because there have been days that I'm like bored out of my mind playing random squads. I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I going to get? Am I going to get a good teammate or a bad teammate?
Get more consistent. It gets tough when 8 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, man, you know what sounds great? Watching a stream rather than getting on and streaming. And that's kind of where the games have been the issue, to where I'm not excited to play a game.
I feel you.
It's like, here's my biggest problem is that like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll be watching and I'll be like, man, I can't wait to get on and play. But then I get home from the gym at 7 or whatever and eat. And I'm like, man, I don't want to play anymore.
You don't need
And
food, bro.
I've just got to, honestly, what it is I have to.
Weren't you watching
it.
Nick today? He literally said, screw the gym today. I'm playing games.
Yeah, I don't do that.
He did, dude.
I
Black,
don't
he
have a
did.
gym and a personal
can
trainer
imagine,
in my
dude.
garage.
And he
Yeah, I was
does
about
a
to say
gym.
garage, dude.
Well, he does a gym stream, right? So like, he was scheduled to do it.
To ever miss the gym. If my gym was in my garage, I would be as jacked as Black thinks I am.
I do. I think you got some washboards under there, and I'm not shitting you.
I don't. It's sad. I don't.
I
did at one
believe it,
point,
bro.
I did. I used to be ripped, but I don't
Look at him,
anymore.
Caesar. Tell me that man ain't rocking at least 6-pack.
No.
I've been more and more telling my wife that I need to figure out some. I mean, I haven't been to the gym in over a year, and I went for 2.5 months every single day for an hour. I haven't been to the gym in over a year since it shut down. I'm feeling so out of shape. My wife tells me all the time, like, I'm out of shape. It doesn't feel like I have stamina, like walking around doing anything's tough. I'm not overweight by any means, but she said, you've had the luxury of never having extra weight your entire life. You now know what it feels like to be carrying around more body percent fat than like I had before. And I'm like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I have never been above like probably 8% body fat my entire life, ever. Just either being a kid and then playing sports and then going, and then after high school into college, going to the gym. Was that you? Oh, he's so cute. He is. That's hilarious.
What bowl did you use on that haircut? What bowl did you use on that haircut?
Come on. Load in.
It's not getting it.
Nope, it's not. Damn.
Darn.
But yeah, I maybe
like
channel points.
1996.
Maybe some channel points that would make me do some crunches or something. I don't know.
That's why I did the push-ups during the pandemic.
But you have the camera set up for it. Like, they made fun of my room at the very beginning. What's that?
The camera behind you that shows your whole room, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like it doesn't show my floor, so like I'd need another one to show probably right here or something. What?
I thought it showed some of your floor.
It does not show my floor.
No feet pics. What a shame.
Point it down.
I'll double check. Hold on. I'll double check. No floor.
I mean, you just prop it up higher and lower
I just
the
won't
camera
get I won't get my TV up. Maybe a third camera at some point.
There you go. Yeah, I sacrificed the setup camera for a push-up camera. And even before I got the
Well, I can
camera that
s-
I have now, I had to just move my camera every time I did it. I literally
Yeah.
had to turn it.
I think I remember that. I mean, I do have a spot right there that I could easily. Then
Yeah.
I gotta, I don't know, dude. Callie rated this girl Yogi Butt,
Mm.
and she does headstands for subs. I was like, this can't be on Twitch. I was like, this girl can't be on Twitch. I was like, come on now, like this is bad. This is bad.
There's a lot of bad. It can't be as bad as some of the
Probably
other stuff.
not.
Go
Probably
on
not.
just
Probably
chatting
not.
around 2 a.m.
Probably not.
Shit is
I
real
try.
weird.
I stay away from those things. I was like,
Yeah.
because I was about to
Dude,
raid.
okay.
I was about to raid Callie. I was about to raid Callie. My stream was ending, and then next thing you know, she raided this other person. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not raiding Callie, and I'm not raiding this other person. 'Cause I don't know who this is, so I'll raid somebody else. But then I looked at this stream, and I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? This is a trap. This is a fucking thirst trap. Because Callie's very down to earth, right? So like,
Mhm.
I go in, I chat with her every once in a while, but like, I was like, oh my god, this is a thirst trap. This is bad. This is bad. I gotta delete this history off my computer when my wife comes down here.
Yeah.
It was
He's like,
that
who
bad.
are you watching on
It's like,
Twitch?
what the heck is this? What is
You've
going
seen those
on?
clips of the two girls with the ASMR mic, and they're
Oh
literally
yeah.
sucking it off. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Dude, okay. So like during my research into Facebook and stuff, no boundaries.
Really?
Dude,
No
it's no, like there is, but it's not as tight as Twitch.
Oh gosh.
Dude, you see all them girls on Twitch that got like real low, dude, Facebook,
Uh-huh.
real low and cut.
Wow.
It's like I'm like, how am I supposed to compete with that?
I mean, go real low.
There you
I'm
go.
good.
Yeah.
I could do it though. Like that's the thing too. Like you could.
I don't know.
Scary. Scary stuff.
All right,
Mhm.
boys. Well, we're coming up on that 2-hour mark. I'd say we had a great conversation. I think we need to convince Bryce to start gaming some more again. Maybe.
Dude, get golf.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Get
I'll be
PGA
back.
2K21, man. Keep watching
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, Fanatical. That's where I got
Yep.
it for $30. I got
It
the
went back
deluxe
up
edition.
though. It went back
Okay.
Yeah,
up,
it did.
I think.
Yeah, it did. I just checked it. I'll keep looking around for it. I'll be back for sure. I'll try and get more on a more consistent schedule. and
I went
get you
in
back.
at Black since we played. I went in. I created all my characters, made them looking fresh again. You know, I'm ready for the rounds.
I'm
I
always
need to
ready.
start. I need to start unlocking some clubs though. Dustin's got me beat with that. He just keeps unlocking shit.
That deluxe edition come with some nice clubs.
I've been grinding Fall Guys too though, off stream.
Oh,
I
guys, man, I
can't.
haven't played that in a
That game
fat minute.
pisses me off.
Oh, I got to win
Yeah.
first game of season 4, Black. What's that do to
I
you?
still don't have a win.
I know.
I think I have
Fuck
two.
that game.
Yeah,
I have
two.
like 6, 7, something like that now. But
And you've been playing it for a long time.
no. I play it like last season. I made it like mid-teens, and it goes up to like level 40. This season's going up to 50. And then like probably a dozen of those came the last day because it was 2x, 2xp or whatever. So like I leveled up like crazy.
It was a fun game while it lasted, I think.
It's still
I
honestly
had fun in the beginning.
Honestly, I play it over lunch break if I get a chance. I play it over my lunch break. I have a good time. I'd have more fun playing with friends. So I can
Mhm.
just be talking to them while you're playing. They added some, it's Epic now, so now they changed some stuff around. They added the challenges legit look like Fortnite challenges now.
Oh,
The battle
God.
pass looks like Fortnite. So as long as they don't start collecting my money, we're good, Like keep giving me the free rewards. Like that's the thing I like about Fall Guys. I don't play Fall Guys a lot, but the thing I like about Fall Guys is you earn your in-game loot, right? You earn your stuff in the item shop. You can't some of the items you can't even get unless you win, right? Or level up to earn like the crowns, right? And then
Mhm.
the other ones, sure, you could buy kudos if you want to, but if you just played enough, you earn enough kudos. Like I've watched people that stream Fall Guys, and they literally have an absurd amount of kudos because
Yeah.
they just don't buy anything from the shop with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
That's that they did that right. I'm hoping Epic doesn't ruin that by saying, "Hey, we need you to, make people pay for the battle pass or something." Because if they do that, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
ever play that game because I'm not buying the battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably lose a massive portion of their
Oh, they
player
would.
base, wouldn't they?
They would.
It'd be interesting to see.
Because they probably don't have that big of a player base right now. I play that game on PS4 though, because it was free, so I play it there. But yeah, this was great. We're gonna get Bryce back into streaming and gaming here soon, hopefully. Hey, if you're ready, I'm like I said, I got a nice duo partner right now. But I'm down to, if he's not available or play some trios or whatnot, I'm down to bring you into the fold.
All right,
We're not gonna win any tournaments, but it's always fun to compete. One requirement, you do have to change your name to Chase, unfortunately, because his name's Chase as well. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, this was great. I don't know where Black, what kind of lesson are you vibing out to? Last week you came up with a great one.
I know.
You did.
I
You were
don't
on
know
the
this.
spot last week.
I don't know.
Bryce, what out of everything we talked about and everything, a culmination, what would you give as a lesson? Like I felt like you touched, yeah, like a life lesson, but it can be directed toward anything. But I feel like what you talked about at one point was
Time
like taking a
management.
break, right? Time management, yeah, taking a break and that kind of deal.
Yeah, I think when you have a goal and you're very goal oriented and very driven, it's easy to overdo it. A lot of people when it comes to streaming are they're going to grind to get affiliate, and then they're going to grind to get their viewer count up, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get to that point. The problem that a lot of people run into is, like you said, the discouragement of, I'm grinding so hard to get my view count up or to get more exposure. I'm putting out TikToks. I'm trying to edit videos. I'm streaming every single day for 4 hours a day. And then that success doesn't come right away. And when you're doing it every day, along with school or a job or family, and trying to balance all of that, it's so easy to just get so discouraged that you stop. So if you're doing this and you have goals, yes, set goals. It's great to set goals. And like Black says, it's not just Twitch. Go to YouTube, get on TikTok. There's nothing better for a small streamer right now than TikTok. Most views you're ever going to get are on TikTok, and that's how you're going to get your exposure. But don't stream every day. I understand it works for Black. He does this for a living. But if you are not doing this for a living, do not stream every day. And don't take a day off when you have something else. So if you have Saturday and Sunday off from work and school, don't stream one of those 2 days. At least one of those 2 days. Have a day for yourself. Learn how to relax and disconnect, because you will come back that next day and that next week more rejuvenized, more relaxed, more ready to go than if you just go the entire time, because you will burn yourself out. Eventually it's going to happen. It might take a couple months, it might take a year, but eventually you will burn out, and it will burn and it will happen, and it will happen hard, and it will be tough to come back. But if you take that time to relax now and set a schedule and set your priorities to where streaming and your stream isn't number one, because right now it shouldn't be. Unless you are making all of your money on it, it should not be number one. So allow other things to take priority. Allow yourself days off when you can relax, watch some TV, be in other people's streams, just zone out, or even just disconnect from Twitch altogether. I think that will help.
That's what I recommend.
Anyone, yeah.
Just
so immensely. As much as it seems like, oh, I'm gone for 1 day or 2 days, and then that next day my views went from 5 to 2. I promise you they'll come back. They will come back.
Dude, I just told the people in the Discord the same shit. I'm cutting back free graphics because like I'm not gonna stop. I'm just cutting back a couple days. You know, I need more time with my family. And on those days that I would normally be doing graphics and stuff and like on my computer networking and everything, I told my wife I'm not getting on until an hour before I have to stream. Cause like I'm not saying I'm hitting that burnout phase, but like I just told her today, I don't know if I want to stream today. But like I wouldn't have said that 3 months ago. I would have never said that. That never thought would have never come in my mind.
Yeah,
But like
and
it's true. Even that 12 hours of not doing anything it's gonna help me, 3 days in a
100%,
row.
100%.
Not
It,
turning on anything until an hour before. That's gonna help me so much. Just
and and like someone like Chase who enjoys playing video games every single day and will be playing them every single day. Sometimes it's good to play them off stream. To not have to think about like, oh, I have to play for X number of hours. Just be like, I hop on, I play. I'm not having as much fun today. I'm not streaming. I don't care. I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna go get a beer. I'm gonna go, hang
yeah.
out and watch TV. I'm gonna go hang out and watch that girl on Twitch. Who does handstands.
That ain't
$5
happening.
handstands.
That ain't
$5
happening.
handstands.
And
There you
and
go.
Handstand.
I think that's good for everyone, even Black. Like you have, I do think Black. I think you need to get to a point where you are taking a day or two off every single week
I need to get
because
there, but I
it just
can't
it
right now,
helps so much when in the long run when you're trying to do this for a long time. There's a reason we don't work 7 days straight anymore.
yeah.
People realize that was not a doable thing. You need those days off. You have
I
to
do.
be able to replenish and relax and rejuvenate.
Well, I can tell you right now, I have the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd off because of a transition that's happening. But I do have those days off.
There you go. It'll be good.
Got a
Cool.
lot to do those 3 days.
All right, we'll form that up into some words for the thumbnail. It'll be good to go. We'll catch everybody back here next week. And next week is supposed to be Phil, who wants to run for president in 2040. So it should be a great conversation.
That'll be
Telling
interesting.
you.
It's Fish Boy Phil. He's in my server. I don't think he's in
no
yours.
idea who that is.
He wants to run for
I
president in
can-
2040.
I
So just
cannot
get wait.
wait for this.
You'll know him in 2040 when he becomes president.
Phil,
Dude, hey, wait,
Phil's
is my
17.
first stream gonna be a freaking dad's club?
Maybe.
Oh,
It's
dope.
next Thursday. So which day did you say you're not doing it?
No, that's Thursday. I can't. I
So
What?
you are transitioning.
Well, you
or
don't
is
have to
that
be
out?
streaming when we do it, right?
I don't think I can stream that day.
No, but you can be on my stream.
Yeah, I'll make something work.
We'll figure it out. I got to talk to him. He said that day might because his spring break is this week.
Hello.
Fishboy Phil has Ari's vote for 2040. He has mine as well. Anyway, Phil, he actually won the first giveaway, the January giveaway. He was my tier 3 sub who won in January. But Phil is 17. I've played some Fortnite with him. He comes in sporadically here and there. How old's the fish? The fish is 7. He's 17. Phil.
Oh wow. And
So
he's running for president in 21.
2040.
2040. That's going to be
Oh,
35.
okay.
2040. His dad was in the Navy. We're gonna have a great conversation. He
I
actually
can't
wants
wait.
to. He actually
look
wants to
forward to
talk
that.
about
I'm excited to
streaming
see
as.
what it says.
He actually wants to talk a lot about streaming as well. I think so. It'll be a good follow up to this. But yeah, tune in next week for potentially our future president,
Yeah.
which would be fucking
That would be
crazy.
I'll tell my daughter. I'm
if
gonna
I
tell
was
my
like-
daughter.
If I was like,
I talked with him.
yeah, the YouTube, like, look at this, look at this YouTube.
We're talking now.
I know him.
So we'll be wearing the BZArre hats next week, Black.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Wow.
You
Hey, I appreciate you.
You
guys
gotta-
having
you
me
gotta
on.
You got to put Jimmy Neutron down. Bryce, I'll be hitting you up. We'll figure it out.
Actually, it
even
might
if
be
we
cut.
got to exchange phone numbers because you were a little slow to Discord at first.
Yeah, I don't live on Discord like Black does.
I have it on my phone, so like I get the little notification and I have to go look at what it
Those
is.
notifications off. I turned them all off on Discord. I couldn't do it.
I have all
I'm
my
a part of too
notifications
many
off.
channels.
No,
Yeah.
I have them all on. Surprisingly, I have them all on.
How the
Wow.
fuck do you hear anything?
Well, I don't have it on for your fucking channel or everybody else's channel, but I have it on for my channel because I have to maintain the chaos, you know?
That's true.
Anywho. All right, guys. It was great talking with you. I'm going to transition us to a fuzzy screen.